Good morning. This is Dhanashree Bhat, the Chief Operating Officer for Persistent Systems Limited. And what do I do for day-to-day basis? I'm responsible for all operations, delivery excellence, ESG, which includes diversity and inclusivity, obviously. Then responsible for all admin and the CIO functions. It's very important that we look at diversity and inclusivity, and I know for every company and organization, every corporate today, diversity and inclusivity is center stage, right? But for us, it's not just center stage and a boardroom discussion that happens, but it is the ethos with which we actually conduct our company. Now, the important thing is not about just saying that it is an ethos, it is also about taking the right kind of targets, driving the right kind of activities that we will be doing around it. Again, let me circle back to this, saying that yes, we do have activities, we do have targets that we want to achieve, but we are going over and beyond that. We are building a company which actually has its DNA and genes which actually depict and talk about diversity and inclusivity. So every person is actually driven towards thinking about diversity and inclusivity in every walk of life, in every project, in every activity that he or she delivers. We talk about four big pillars really, and it is the 4 E's that we can think about. It's about enabling. So how do you really enable your workforce that is there? Now, enabling really doesn't stop at just saying that, the word enable and saying that people are driven towards enabling. It is about how you provide a secure environment for every kind of diversity, for every kind of inclusivity to really flourish. So that's really what we talk about from an enablement perspective. The next is empowering. Again, a word that we say, but we are talking about empowering to grow, empowering in a way you actually say your feelings or you talk about your feelings, empowering in every way in persistent systems really. The next is engaging. So it's not about engaging only saying that you have to engage and have activities which talk about engagement, but it is more about engaging within the communities that you would have from a diversity and inclusivity perspective, but engaging with customers, engaging with partners, and having that whole ecosystem of engagement really available to you. And then finally employing. That is why we are here and we are talking about all of this, right? We want to go ahead and employ and have a more diverse and inclusive company as a whole and a workforce as a whole, and therefore employ is the last E that I would really talk about. Those are the 4 pillars that we really talk about from what persistent stands for. You cannot define a persona, right? What you can say is what attributes would a person have, but really for me, right, couple of big attributes that the person should really be having is you should feel from here, about diversity and inclusion. It's not something that you can teach in a classroom, but it should be something of the way that you really feel about diversity and inclusivity. The other big thing that is there is about empathy. So these are the 2 big things that I feel, and empathy plays an even more bigger role, because if you're not empathetic towards the whole cause that you're really talking about, then you're not going to be the right fit maybe for persistent. Yes, you might be technically excellent, you might be delivering the best solution to our client, but then our ecosystem really thinks of people who have a better empathy really. But I think the most important thing that I want to tell people is we are not perfect, and we want to have people who will help us in the journey to perfection that we want to be from a not just a diversity and inclusivity perspective, but as a firm altogether. So join us for a journey. Join us to make Persistent a much more better place and workplace and the best place to work for. So that's all I would leave with. See beyond, rise above. Unleash your full potential at Persistent. Come join us.